Have you ever think about why nations has laws, regulations, why certain offices has laws, regulations, and why parents resist something, and why they have created discipline in our daily lives? They create the disciplines not to imprison us, not to capture, but it allows us to live via freedom in a safe zone. Just imagine if anyone in the country, if anyone in these nations are allowed to do what they wanted to do, how this country look like, how does humanity look like, how people behave to each others, how this society will look like. This society, this whole community, though mankind would be looked like wild animal beast. Have you ever seen in the jungle how the wild animal lives? Perhaps they might live in nature's way. But what about the human when they don't have discipline or rules regulation that keeps them in discipline? How they look looks like, and people people behave like below the baseline. Just imagine when whenever they saw dogs, what they do what they like. They dominate the weaker one. There will be all the crime. There will be no humanity left in this in the country. That's why there is certain rules and regulation. If we also talk in terms of the religion view, the God has also mentioned some kinds of rules, regulation, procedures, and some kinds of discipline which helps us to be remain in discipline, and that makes us freedom. Actually, to be said, discipline is the all this is the foundation of all the freedom. You might think discipline is holding you back. Discipline is holding you, limiting you, but actually discipline is freeing you, making free you. How? Just imagine. Instead of working hard on your early 20s, instead of working hard on when you have energy, just like what we want to do in our youthful days. We want to have party, we want to have go whatever we want to do. We don't want to work, we want to hang out with friends, we don't want to study. And you have all freedom right now, you which you think of freedom when you do all the comfortable things, when you do all the uh, gratification things, you might think that is freedom. But what will happen in your or later when nobody gonna see you, when nobody gonna support you in terms of financial, health wise, uh, in a family situation wise, who gonna support you? You have nothing left more than the labor job. Let's talk about in terms of the this in terms of the disciplined side, who raised with discipline, who raised to with who wake up early, he who who just show up the daily schools. He completed high school, he completed the undergraduate, graduated, he got in something very very high skill demanded job, landed on high skill jobs, and he has now time doing 8 hour works. He can make enough money, more than that. If he has much worked harder, remain disciplined, he might get a freedom for all the financial, all the time he want, all the help he require he have, because Now he has money. Now because he remained disciplined with his eating habits, he disciplined with his health, relationship, everything. That's how they grow in life, and that's how they get disciplined. That's how they get um, freedom in his life. Let me tell you about another reason why discipline is the freedom. Freedom, discipline is freedom right now. For example, if I remain disciplined speaking every single day, what what will get myself freedom? Of freedom from fear, the fear that I am not able to speak up in front of people, the fear that I am unable to speak and stand out in the crowd. I will be free from that. I will be free from my biggest fear in my life. That's how my growth starts. That's how I start to grow, because as a speaking daily basis, I'm getting better and better at speaking. I'm getting better and better at communicating. I'm getting better and better at exploring my fear zone. And it's how it creates freedom. Discipline actually, without discipline, no one can be a successful in our life, because a success demand a discipline. Success want discipline, and that is the golden rule of speaking. Golden rule that actually people discipline something that people grow from bottom to a high level. Uh, just just see my example. I have I have been doing impromptu speaking since 90 days consistently, and this is one kind of discipline. And right now, how do I feel? I feel like I'm growing. I feel like I'm free right now of my that old habit where I do not speak up, where I fear of speaking out in front of people, where I fear of not that I'm not I cannot speak in English. Right now I'm very fluent at speak. I can express my ideas. I can share my views, my feelings. I can I can stand out on my own voice. I can think quickly as I think, because I have trained myself. I kept discipline till now, and I will be disciplined in further also, because as I'm more disciplined to myself, more opportunity will be open, more doors will be opened, and more uh, chances of being successful will be happen in the future. And that's how this will really work in our own life, not only in terms of the in the student life, not in terms of the career wise, but not in the this disciplines really help in relationship wise also, because just imagine 5 minutes of small talk with your family really helps to build a strong bond with your families, your friends, your 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 close people. That's how discipline really works. Not only for the day, not only for the one day discipline, but on a regular basis, but consistently. So discipline is essential, and I will right now, by saying this, I want to say, without discipline, dreams die. Without consistency, small thing cannot get compounded. Disciplines really transform your life as I transform myself in field of speaking. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good day. This is the day 90 of speaking impromptu, consistently.